Hi, everybody. Oh gosh, there you are. You're here. I never know when I'm going to turn on. I ran in the door and threw my makeup on like a beast. I threw my makeup on. I know. You know what? I'm finally early. Oh, good. You're early. I'm late. I was out. Guess what I found? I found hand sanitizer. Wait for it. At the 99-cent store. That's where I found it. Super excited. Mhm. And I came home and I got this basket from Lori the Libra. That's what we're going to call her. Lori the Libra was very concerned about my chin hair, actually my mustache. So she brought me this so that I would have a really cute, so I could shave my mustache here and here. Because it's what tell young ladies they're going to have to shave their face when they get older. And then she brought me cookies. Look, Easter cookies. I already ate 2. I don't think I should have done that. They're supposed to be for Lila and Jason and Keith, but whatever. I ate them. And then I got this. This is called Josie Marin, and it's whipped argan oil SPF body butter. Can roll around in this. That's what I can do with this. Lori's horrified as I'm saying it. She says it's really good for my skin, but I think, I think I can use this. Okay, just saying. And then I got a whole bowl of these off the tree in the backyard. That's what I got. Stella got lemons. I got lemons, y'all. Look, aren't these pretty? Like, they're super cute. So, yeah, well, that's what I said. Kobe is really better with the Irish. Well, that's what I say. Better with the Irish and the body butter, actually. Anyway, this was a lemon off the tree. So thank you, Lori. I got it just when I got in. I ran in. I had to shower because I was disgusting. Okay, disgusting. I've been out in public. So where did we go today? Thank you, guys. Kelly. And somebody up there put 19, and they'll tell me who they are. And thank you so much. Okay, so guess where I went to the stores today? So first, I went to Pacoima Costco. Pacoima Costco is causing me a problem because you can never get in there anymore. Used to be the other way around. I went to Pacoima because I could get in there. Not anymore. Those people are lined up. I was like, fuck that. And I went to Burbank and I got in. So I got into Burbank and I got me some birthday cake. Not my birthday cake. It's somebody's birthday tomorrow. So I got him a birthday cake, and I'm going to be, I think, doing Italian. I'll be doing the drive-through Italian thing tomorrow night. Chicken cacciatore. What is that other stuff? Chicken cacciatore and chicken Alfredo. That. The white stuff. Anyway, I don't eat that. I eat the cacciatore. Anyway, that's what we're doing. We did that, and hold on, one more sip. We did that, and then I went several different places. So I went to that Costco, the other Costco. I went inside Ralph's because I needed to get my protein bars, and I can't get them anywhere else. Groceries outlet doesn't have them anymore. So I went to Ralph's, and I went all over the place. I got some cute flowers. I got everything, and it was very interesting. There were people, half of them wearing masks, half not. The guy with the mask on jumped the other side of the room when I came around the corner, right? So I was like, oh my God, okay, whatever. And he was scared, but I was like, you shouldn't be scared. You have the mask on. I should be scared because you probably have something, but you have a mask on, so I don't really care. Anyway, that's what I did. Then on a lark, I went to the 99-cent store because I do that. Because it's the only stores that are open. So I'm going to keep going out. It's a necessity that I do this. I found hand sanitizer. Whee! So I could buy 2 bottles of it, spray on, and that's what I did. I bought 2 bottles, and maybe I'll sneak back in and get 2 more, or I'll try to sneak somewhere else and get some more then. Get somebody else to sneak in and get me some. But if I send those kids up there, they're going to keep it for themselves when they should be giving it to their mother, right? Right. Anyway, so we found that. So it was very exciting. I was super excited. So I've been busy on my phone all day. I emailed out, I sent out, I went to the post, I went to the post office too. I had to email selenite oil, prosperity oil, love oil, and the other one, road opener oil. And then I had to email some send some crystals. They have now put up something in the, is there really going to be arrests? I don't know. I don't know right now, actually. I just want to say this. So they put up these guard things in the post office, like bulletproof glass, but it isn't. And it's just taped to the counter. So like if you were a robber, you could push it down. So the guy, he stands behind it with his mask on. Poor kid. He's scared shitless. And then we come up there and it's like we have to stand behind it like this. And they did it at Costco too. So I had to show my bill like this. I went, see? I don't think they they probably don't think I'm funny. I don't care. But anyway. So, and then there are tunnels coming out, but that's what we should do. I think if we want to find out if there's arrests, I think the person that we should call would be Rita Wilson, right? Because she left her phone number. Has anybody called that number? You ordered oregano oil. Good. I can't show you. It'll spill. Thank you for that. There you are. That's Natty Lopez. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look, I have oranges and oregano oil in here, okay, just in case. But you know what I really think's going on? It's weird. I think there's a combination of things. I was just listening to Amazing Polly's latest episode. Yeah, leopard print and nowhere to go. Anyway, okay. I was listening to Amazing Polly's latest episode, okay, and it is this one. I'll show you. It is Real World or Simulation. So I was listening to her thing. Thank you. That is Sherry. Thank you. I was listening to her video, and she was talking about the hospital in Elmhurst. You guys should go listen to that because it puts a whole other spin on what's going on. Because we can all feel something's not right. And then I have this great story. So today, when I was doing my morning rounds, I was talking to different people, and one of my friends had to take a relative to the hospital in Burbank. So they had to take a relative in, and the relative, okay, first the relative was wearing a mask. He was older, and there was an arm issue, whatever, and they had to take him in. And so she waits in the car, and her relative goes in, and she comes in to get him, and there's nobody in there. Okay, nobody in there. In the outside where the tents are, or wherever they check you, nobody's there. And then, of course, there were doctors walking around without masks and gloves. And I'm thinking to myself, if there's really a shortage on that, like, why would there be a shortage on that? So I was talking to other people. I'm like, why can't these people get gloves? I don't understand why that is. And because, everybody and their cousin has gloves walking around Costco. So I'm just curious why the doctors don't. They've all got their little masks on. So I'm curious why the doctors don't. Then I got it. We gave away, I guess, now correct me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't this under Obama that we signed away our meds and our equipment, licensing, whatever, to the Chinese? So they actually send us 90% of our medicine and stuff. Well, aren't they the ones that sent the virus too? Just asking. If it was in fact them. We've been, just checking. Yeah, so that was interesting. So I was hearing a lot of stories about these hospitals reporting that nobody was in there. And then I talked to my other friend, and she has a relative living with her that's working at one of the checkpoints up in Orange County. And there were 4 positive cases up there. So this little girl's job is to go out into the parking lot and swab people's mouths. Can you think of anything? It's not China. What was it? China didn't send the virus? Don't tell me we sent the virus to ourselves. Yeah, I don't even know about that. But I thought that we're China's bitch, actually. I thought that America's China's bitch. That's what I thought. I thought that we owe everything to China because we get everything from China. So we're their bitch, in fact. They own most of us, right? Then they come in and buy up a bunch of stuff. Anyway, all of that aside, there were 4 cases in Orange County, or 4 tests positive on the throat, on the mouth thingies. So I did hear that. That's Orange County, though. That's far away up there. And I don't know that they were confirmed cases. It's just from the swabs to begin with. Okay, so that was my information. And then I thought I should go with you guys just before I start doing something different. I thought we should look at Rita Wilson to see what the hell she's been posting, because one of my friends on Facebook had the COVID. He's in Florida. That's two people I know. Okay. So there's two people I know that had it, and both of them have been describing what they experienced. So talking about how it made them feel, how many days it lasted, both these people in their 70s, telling everybody that they know, one of them writing it, one of them getting ready to write it. So they've both been telling their stories, but I haven't heard anything from Rita or Tom. Like, I'm curious, you two had this virus. So what did you find out about this? I want to know what you two bitches found out about this virus, because my bitch friends tell people what they found out. Just saying. So here we go. So I'm looking at Rita's page because I want to see what she's put up there. So here we go. So we have this. And it looks like she has a new post. So I'm assuming, okay, that the new post would be, we came back from Australia. We were scared because we had this plague that everybody's freaked out about. And this is how it felt for us. So it felt like this, it felt like that, it felt like this and that, you know, that kind of thing. But no, here's what we have. This is what she put. Take 10 minutes to fill out the census. This is what she decides to tell people. People who are panicked, people, I know, 18 hours. I know, I'm waiting to hear. People who are panicked, people who are struggling, people who are paranoid, people who are brainwashed, people who are mind controlled, people who believe what they read on the news, all of these people. And this one is like, take 10 minutes to fill out the census. Join me at When We Vote in Making a Difference on Census Day by going online and filling out the census at 2020census.gov. Everybody counts. Well, I'm sorry, Rita, my dear. Not everybody counts, clearly. That's crap. We know this. Let's get real here, Rita. Not everybody counts. Because if my ass were in Australia with the COVID virus, I guess I would be held up there. Probably wouldn't be allowed to leave the country until they injected me with something. And then probably I'd have a gag order on me before I came back into the country. Just saying. So no, we are not everybody counts. And no. But why is she posting that? I mean, she had this COVID. I mean, I would think for anybody that's had it out there, for God's sakes, tell us what it's like. I want you guys to tell me what it's like. So then I look at Tom's page because I'm like, well, Tom, he's going to talk. He's an actor. He's going to talk. This is what I'm thinking, right? So let's look at his page. Hi, folks. Okay, so let's look at his page. This dude still has the same thing posted with this dog on the couch. He's talking about a voter registration couch party. It's like they're little Nazis with little ticks in their head. Like, let's get the public to believe that this is really us, and we're going to put up a census thing. It doesn't matter what you do. You don't count at this point. Seriously? Is that what you're thinking about? People, doctors apparently don't have gloves and masks. Everybody is dying everywhere on the planet. Oh my God, it's a pandemic. It's a fucking pandemic, and we need to do the census. Does that sound right to you? I don't fucking know. But no, I'm not buying it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not buying it. And I think that we need to question things. So what I'm going to say is I'm sorry, I keep moving forward like this. I think we actually need to question everything. I think we need to question it. I think we need to talk to people, because I almost got the impression this morning when I was out, actors act Sloan. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but okay. I almost got the impression when I was out this morning that they were like throwing stuff out of the sky from somewhere. That's what it felt like. The way the haze looked early in the morning when the sun comes up, I was like, something's not right about that. But these people, Chet, is his name Chet or Chaz or Spaz? Chet, sorry, Chet Hanks. Sorry, did I say Spaz? I didn't mean that. Anyway, this rather bloated person is their son, which he can't help it, I guess, what he looks like, right? But Chet, yeah, anyway, he tattooed, yeah, there he goes. He's talking about not being an Illuminati. So he's like, I'm not an Illuminati. I'm just not a fucking Illuminati. Well, maybe you're just a psycho. I don't know. But he's talking about what he tattooed. I don't care if he is or not. That's not the point. The point is a lot of people that go out. I know Oprah donates $1 million. She has a $500 million. Do you think $1 million is really going to cut it? Why is she donating $1 million? Why? Why not more, Oprah? You've got $500 million. I mean, good, but then it's a tax write-off, right? Because these people don't do anything. That's what producers are all about. Nobody in Hollywood ever creates their own stuff. They wouldn't ever do that without getting some kind of a kickback. That's kind of what they do. They never use their own money. I mean, some of them talk about using their own money, but that's how they get you interested in it. They build up a buzz and a lie, and then they're like, yeah, you give me money and I'll do this. But they would never do it on their own for the love of doing it, because that's not what it's about. That 9 out of 10 times. You will hear of shows where people did fund it themselves. I believe that one that Matthew McConaughey was in, oh my God, the cowboy one, remember, with AIDS? What was that called? Jesus. I can't remember. Anyway, they said it took 25 years to get that to go, which was interesting. But, so now I want to check. I can't look at him. I don't know what to say about the kid. Maybe he's just like pissed off because his parents just disappeared after they had the COVID. Or maybe they can't actually communicate. But then how did they fly home? That's what I'm thinking. Don't get on a plane if you got that shit. The poor little girls at our 99-cent store told me that some guy came in. And he came in and he was coughing on everybody, like coming in the store, and he was sweating profusely. And so she was like, dude, get out of here. And he got really mad at her. But I told her, like, I just was like, no, it wasn't Brokeback Mountain. That's good though. No. Oh my God, what was the name? Somebody just said Dallas Buyers Club. Thank you. Thank you. There, it's 3 times in front of me. Yeah, that one apparently took them 25 years to make, because they had to do it with their own money. So that would be one in the few that does. But the little girls at my 99-cent store, I think the guy was a meth addict personally, and he was sweating and coming down because the drug dealers aren't out there so much. Anyway, she was like, he was sweating and he came in, and I felt so sorry for these poor little girls. I mean, come on. If you're sweating, please stay home. Maybe you're just smelly. I don't know. But stay home either way. If you're coming down off meth, get some meth and then go out shopping, because we don't want to see you when you're, maybe homeless. Yeah, I know. Freak them out, though. You got really mad. Oh, you're nice. My eyebrows are perfect. That's funny. They're growing little spikes like this coming out of my head, and I'm going to lose my mind. I suppose soon my dark roots will come in. I don't really have, well, I might have some gray, but I've got dark that comes in, and it comes in dark. And then there goes my blonde. Anyhow, so let's look at Ellen. I have not checked on Ellen to see what she's up to. So let's see what she's up to. I want to see what's going on with her. Okay, so Ellen, she has some puppy dog pictures. She has some other stupid shit on here. She's just got little kid shit doing little kid shit, And then we've got Ellen. I like to keep trends because blah, blah, blah. Okay, so a new commercial I want to share with you. Okay. I have no idea. So anyway, she's showing, her little, her commercial. I'm sorry, that is kind of funny. Anyway, she's showing that people keep sending me that Hanks has been arrested. Hello, folks. He's been arrested. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing that. Okay, let's just see. I don't know that I think that he's been arrested. Yeah, I don't know that that's really him. Some videos going around with him. She hasn't been on. I know that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking all their handlers are doing their videos. So somewhere in time, these people are talking to people, just not the other people. Okay, so wait, hold on. We've got, let's see. Yeah, not as many beds. Let's see. Buffered about death cases, not as many beds. Using Bill Gates. Yeah, I think there's like a concerted effort to do something, but here's how I want to explain what's going on from my end. Oh, first, before we even get into that fucking nonsense, Yeah, I know she looks dead. Who's not wearing makeup? Like, do you have to wait for your makeup people? I mean, I don't want to put fucking makeup on every day either, but I don't want to scare small children when I run outside. Just saying. Certain point, you should put some makeup on, right? Oh, 10 million is not peanuts. Well, it kind of is if you've got a $500 million. That's like you giving $100, yeah, out of, I don't know. Think about it for a second. Ask yourself when they donate what their tax donations are when they give money, because they don't donate without getting something for themselves. They don't give freely. Sometimes you'll run and you'll find like a person, a kid in grade school, your little kid, and they'll give you the last of their money and it's from their heart. These people don't do that. They're in that status of money. They don't do it. So before you give anything to anybody with charity, what you have to do, us as consumers, is educate ourselves. We can't just believe people because they go, oh, I donated. I could tell you I donated to the soup kitchen down the street. And I mean, I could tell you I donated $500. If I have $100,000, that's not much either, technically. But yeah, I don't trust anybody that says that. Like when they set up tax shelters, yeah, I went on there. Yeah, exactly. That's what they never do it themselves. I mean, producers are like car salesmen. No offense to my producer friends. Don't yell, but that's what they are. They come out, they don't have the creative thing in them. They go take it from some entertainer person, singer, musician, artist, insert name of word, and then the producer comes in and they are supposed to have the connections and they talk the money, and they're not doing it for free because they believe in you so much. No, they're just doing it because they're going to get something from you. So it's all about that. Oh, I didn't check Madonna's. I hope she's not going to put that big fat face of hers up there on the screen, because quite frankly, I can't look at that again. She just can't be walking around like that. I don't know if we should do, like, her and Maria Shriver look like they need a wellness check. I did check David Spades. Okay, so Madonna's doing a highlight from Madam X. Okay, so she's doing this, whatever this is, whenever that was. So she's doing that, you know. And then we have, I guess this is her daughter, one of her daughters. I don't know. Whoever Mercy Joy is. Okay, so the kid's cute and she's baking. I get that. That's cute. And then here we have, here is a supportive, you can take, you can add, I don't know, some baker guy. I don't know if he is a baker or what. Anyway, yeah, should we check Kathy Griffiths? I just saw that. Not really a huge fan of her because she's kind of mean. I mean, she's a little bit mean-spirited, so yeah, let's see. Okay, so yeah, well, anyway, she's looking down. We can't see her face because she probably has that bloated thing. Madonna's like a virgin, like I'm like a 6'5" model, which I'm not. Oh, this was the last thing, yeah, where she was doing this drama thing in the hospital, and we haven't heard anything about this after. Yeah, well, at least she's talking about having coronavirus. I mean, at least she had it and she's actually talking, right? So that's good. Because I would think if I had it, I would talk, whether I put a slant on it or not. Whether I said, I hate this, I hate that, they're not helping me, and I was lying, or whether I wasn't lying and I said this, that, and the other. But I would talk about it. But more importantly, I would tell you what it felt like. That's what I think I would do. That's what I want to know. I now know 2 people that have it, and they're both astrologers, which is weird. But the 2 people I know that have it, kind of interesting because they describe very similar physicalities to it and very similar things. And then I know a 3rd person and possibly a younger person. So that would be like 4 people. However, nobody in their families or surroundings got it, so she didn't have it. Yeah, no, I'm being facetious over here. But before I start anything, I wanted to show you this. Okay, Celestine. You guys know I fucking love this. Look at this. This is our happy crystal. Isn't this magnificent? See? Look. It's so magnificent. This one sits by my bed because it's my friend. And what is it for? Okay, Libras and Geminis. This is one of your crystals. So pretty. Like, can you believe that? Look, so pretty. Look, see? Um, so Libras and Geminis, this beautiful Celestine crystal belongs to your sign. Throat chakra, whoever said that, very much so. Also crown chakra. So I actually put this, if I'm not having company in my bed, it goes right beside me, but usually my company doesn't like this in the bed with them. um, yeah, nobody likes big rocks in the bed, right? But I do. I mean, if I'm sleeping by the couch or whatever, I absolutely love to put that crystal right beside me. And I love to put selenite and I love to hold them. And then sometimes I wake up. And one time I was meditating and I put something on my forehead. I almost broke my nose. I got up. I went, oh, one of the kids came in. I went, boom. But it's so beautiful. It's like absolutely gorgeous. So it's so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, this one is like special to me. When I first brought it home, it crackled. So its energy went like this. So for the crown chakra and the throat chakra, it's going to bring the communication from through the crown, through the angelic realm down, from the God source angelic realm down, and then right here. So that's actually super awesome. It's amazing. I have this entire place whenever I am and anywhere I am, even if I'm traveling in my car, anywhere, I have crystals everywhere so that I keep my energy, right? Okay, wait, she's dying or dead? I have no idea. I mean, she's obnoxious. I don't know that she's dying. It's been over 18 hours. I know. I'm waiting to see. I got 18. I just repeated what I got. I know. We'll see what happens. Maybe something's going on. I want the rock in my bed. Well, there's two ways to take that statement. Sorry, really wrong. But yeah, the crystals actually help. But what I was going to say about the stuff that's going on physically right now, what I understand from my people that got it, my friends, two of them that got it and described it, is that the way that they felt, and this is the way that I felt when I was talking last night, is it's like a kind of like an energetic pull out of your skin, like a snake sheds its skin, and people raise up or they stay down and they don't. I feel there's several different things going on though. Now that's, let's see. Oh yeah, I know. Well, I got to do those private videos. Anyway, it was quite interesting because I think there's a lot, both the people that I talked to that were grown up, I haven't talked to the younger one yet, just his mom, but the two over 70 people that I talked with basically described having like a spiritual experience once they came out of it. So they really feel like it spiritually elevated them. Both said it without talking to each other. Both described it like that. So I found that really interesting that they described it like that. Yeah, I did hear about kids being found, and that may have happened, you know, what we were talking about last night. I'll wait to see. I'm going to have to backtrack to see actually what happened so I understand. So I understand what it is. Did you guys hear the knock over there? Somebody knocked on the wall. Are you okay? I believe I'm okay. Are you okay? I feel like I'm okay. Unless you're going to tell me different, but I believe I'm okay. I'm okay. I had a beautiful run this morning. I got to see the sunrise. Yeah, there was 2 knocks over there. I heard knock, knock, but that's over there. There's nobody there. Of course, I can't really prove that to you. You can turn the, you're going to see the mess of my studio, but you can kind of see there's like nobody there. So there's just the fridge over there and there's like nobody in here. And that's what I heard. So a lot of different psychics. Oh shoot, I missed that. What are these different psychics saying? Daily deep breathing exercise. I actually believe that exercise and, you know, just expressing myself physically is sleep paralysis demonic. Possibly. It depends. It can be alien. It can be demonic. And it can also be because you can't get back into your body. Sleep paralysis is one of 3 or 4 different things. It's never just one thing, and it depends. Sometimes when you come back into your body, I call it grounding in, because to me it always feels like, if you've ever flown into Burbank, it kind of comes in like this, or Mexico City. Mexico City worse than Burbank, but it's a short runway. So you're coming down and it's just like all of a sudden you drop out and it's like you go psh, 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 and it's like the brakes, and it's because it's not like a long, like kind of, trot through the airport. It's like slam those brakes on. When you come back into your body, it's kind of like, I call it grounding in. So in order to ground into your body, you're going to have that kind of experience where you may wake up in your energy field, but not in your body, right? So when people astral travel out of their body, vitamin C, absolutely vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc. I do the emergency stuff, I do that. I do the vitamins. I do the lemon. Oh, I do the oregano oil. I go outside. None of the whiny crybabies have commented today on me going outside and running. I like Linda Goodman's books. Is Linda Goodman still around? I don't know. But yeah, she did the sun sign book. And I think she did rising sign one too. Anyway, yeah, Linda Goodman's really good. Let's see. Matthew Fraser. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Somebody tell me. If I do know, I've forgotten. I'll probably remember. Okay, somebody says I'm so hot. I like that because literally I'm having flashes. I really am hot, but not for the reason you think. Okay, can't see your eyes anymore. Why? My eyes are here. What do you mean? Can you not see my eyes? Why? Why can you not see my eyes? Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, Linda Goodman was, sorry. Linda Goodman, now you can't see my, oh, crap. Ah. Okay, honestly. Okay, there, sorry. You know me, Linda Goodman was really good. She wrote a lot of very direct comments about astrology signs and your sun sign and your purpose, and she was very well known in that capacity. And again, she's got to be in her late 70s, I'm thinking, but I don't know. So we're going to Google it because that's the shit we do here on unprofessionaltv.com. That's what we do. We're fucking unprofessional because we like it that way. It's Canadian and we do it backwards over here. Okay, Linda Goodman. Okay. Linda Goodman. Let's see. Let's see. Best-selling. Okay, there you go. She died October 21st, 95. And she was born April 9th. Okay, so whoever mentioned her birthday would be coming up. Yeah, let's see. She was from West Virginia. She died at the age of 70, so 95. She'd be like 85, 90 now, so it's probably better she's off the planet. Astrologer, numerologist, palmist, writer and poet, American. Very interesting. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, she went on radio and all of those things, and she did love letters from Linda and, was a good astrologer. She wrote, Linda Goodman's Star Signs. That's probably the book. Sun Signs, Relationship Signs. She's actually really good. It's pretty, good. It's pretty straightforward. Absolutely love her stuff from before. And I want to say she wrote syndicated column, I want to say, but you know what? I can never remember. It's Aries time, you guys, and I got this really great, for the party tomorrow night, I got a strawberry shortcake. Hope they're not listening here. And I'm going to try really hard not to eat it because I just ate the fucking cookies. So, I'm going to have to run to Chicago in the morning, and I'm still not going to be able to get that off my ass. But we got strawberry shortcake. We've got Italian food coming. It's going to be totally fun. We will eat 6 feet apart, even though we're in the same freaking house. Doesn't matter. That's what we're going to do. Are they saving the kids? I believe that's partially what's going on. Yes. I actually do feel that that's partially what's going on. I don't know why they're not saying, are mermaids real? I have no clue. I hope so. They're cute, aren't they? Let's see. Cardinals everywhere. What does that mean? Well, cardinals are spring birds, and they're red, and their message. Birds always bring messages. But I do feel like the kids are actually being saved, okay? Thoughts of Ellen under house arrest. Definitely, I saw something on her leg. The same post you guys saw. I definitely feel these people are, because they're not posting properly. They're really not posting. Lick the cake before they... I can't lick a cake and then serve it to people. What the hell? Excuse me. I'm going to lick the cake. Oh God, would I get arrested or what? Yeah, anyway, that's hilarious, but I can't even make that joke because people are so like bent out of shape about it. Like they're so bent out. They're like, you need to take this seriously. I don't fucking need to take anything seriously. I can wash my hands, and if I'm sick, I'll stay home. Other than that, I don't need to take shit seriously because I don't find life serious and I'm not afraid of it. That's the point. I'm trying to live my life here, and you're raining on my parade by being all uptight and paranoid, and I don't find it funny. I don't find it funny. Yeah, it's not funny. It's like, stop it. Just stop. Oh God, I'm boring myself now. Okay, so let's see. People will soon be going down. I actually believe that's going on. Now, I know the people ask me, oh, whoever says I love you, that's so nice. I love you too. Right back. I want actually to bring up, I have to look, I'm sorry, I apologize for looking over here, but I actually have to look at this sweet, let me see. I want to look at this sweet lady. Here we go. There was a woman named, I think her handle on here on YouTube is V6896. Anyway, she talked about her husband just passing away, like within the past month, okay? She spoke about her husband dying, literally dying in the midst of this. But she didn't leave her name because it's just that handle, right? So I asked what her name is because I think that we should pray for her husband who passed over, and their little teenage daughter. So her name is Lizbeth. Her husband's name was Frank, and their teen, she said my teen, so you know that's a little bit of hell for her, is Veronica. So I thought we could all pray for them tonight, particularly because this woman, sounds like a young woman, lost her husband in the midst of this. And that seems like very hard for the family. That's very hard. That's especially hard for the baby, for the daughter who's a teenager. So Lizbeth, Frank is the husband that passed over. So we want to wish him healing on the other side because it's literally only been 2 or 3 weeks. And then Veronica, you can look it up. It was on the video, where the one where my nostrils in the picture. That was her. So that's who we want to pray for tonight. She's on. I want everybody to pray for their family so that they can get the healing they need. And so that Frank can move into the light. Because there's sometimes when people pass and they pass suddenly or they pass with trauma, they have to resonate energetically to get their bodies aligned. Like sometimes they go literally to a hospital on the other side, but it's not really a hospital. Yeah, her daughter's name is Veronica and Frank. Yes, that's right. Everybody, I want everybody to pray for them so they can heal it. She didn't even say her name in it. She didn't do that. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much. And thank you. She put you are amazing with a little funny fat green guy. I'm going to be a fat green guy tomorrow after I eat the birthday cake that isn't mine. Because I do that sometimes. It's really hard. I have a sweet tooth. I'm an addict. Sugar's not good for you. I, however, like sugar. But anyway, that sweet family, so they're going through this struggle along with being isolated, probably afraid. Daughter's not able to be around her friends or people that she could get help from. So they need kind of us to raise their energy to help them. That's a very hard thing when something happens like that. It leaves an imprint on a person that really shapes them in such a different way when they grow up, especially a young woman whose father passes that early when she's a teenager. It's very, do you miss Tim Hortons? I certainly do. However, I mean, maybe I should open a franchise here. Krispy Kreme had 75 cars outside because I literally went to the Empire Center and drove around the block counting them while I was on the phone. This is what I do sometimes after work. I do stupid shit like that. So I went to see who was at Walmart because, you know, I don't know why. I went there. I didn't go in. I wasn't compelled. I am looking for a hand vacuum because I don't want to go to the car wash. I want to vacuum it myself and I don't want to touch the thing in the car wash. So I need a hand vacuum. So I went by Krispy Kreme donut. Y'all, you got to stop going to Krispy Kreme donuts because by the time this is over, you people are going to be very sorry. You're going to not be able to fit into your pants. I can barely fit into my pants and I'm out all the time. So there's a huge line outside Krispy Kreme donuts. I mean, a huge, huge line. Huge. No bueno. That's going to be bad for us all. Bad, 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 bad. Hugely bad. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, so that's what I noticed today. I did see the little guy out here with the fruit stand. He literally is cutting fruit and putting oranges in bags, and people are stopping and buying them, and they were not 6 feet apart, but I'm not telling on them because that's ridiculous, and I'm not a tattletale. And I figure if you're a grown up and you feel like you want to go over there and get that fruit because that's what you want to do, then that's up to you. You're responsible for yourself, and if you get sick, you'll keep yourself at home. I was listening to Dr. Drew today, and Sue, so both of them. And Drew was saying that probably, I mean, minus those that are immune compromised or whatever, you'd have to go look it up, right? So you'd have to go look up their podcast. I have to see what, I can't remember what it's under. Anyway, it's Dr. Drew. Just go on to Dr. Drew's thing. Find it. He's with Sue. He's talking about it. He was saying most people are going to recover. It's not that you're not going to get sick. It's you're going to recover because your body has the kind of immune. But I am getting these mixed messages. I am feeling like there's something out here, but I'm also feeling a little bit like something else is going on. So there's an energy frequency changing, which has nothing to do with the virus, or the virus is mimicking technology, or technology is mimicking the virus. It's one and or the other, or both. So I kind of feel it like that. I don't really know what that is. So Quentin, Harvey Weinstein, best friends. Well, what can I tell you? They're both weirdos. You heard about, do you remember hearing about Randy Quaid? Okay, so Dennis Quaid is his brother, the actor Dennis Quaid. And then there's Randy Quaid and his wife Evie. And a couple of years ago, these two went hog wild crazy and got nailed for squatting in their own house, which is fucking bullshit. Agents, lawyers, and somebody forged their signature and then tried to get them out of their own house, literally their own house. So they went to Canada for asylum. Now, I found that hilarious. I mean, besides being really cheeky, it could be 5G what that is, absolutely. I found it really cheeky. They went to Canada, and one of my acquaintances actually was at the press conferences. She's a lawyer from Vancouver, so she was able to go there and work with them at that point. And I don't know who took over for that, but he basically described a little bit about what's going on right now ahead of his time and what was happening to them. And so it's kind of like part of the world is run by the mafia. Okay, so whatever, the mafia. And these mob members are the ones that, if you have a skill. Now, I wanted to explain that a little bit because when I try to explain it, I sound like a nut. But let's just, hey, Alberta, Canada, Calgary, my people in the snow. So energetically, metaphysically speaking, we are born on the planet. So when we're born on the planet, we don't actually, in most traditional religions, we're not actually taught the metaphysical and what goes on behind the scenes. Ooh, happy birthday to April secondaries there. I hope someone bought you cake because really, it's just really about cake at this point. 5G affects your brain. I'm quite sure it does. I've had like a pounding headache and I feel pressure here. And I can tell you when it started. It started when I'm changed the subject for 1 sec, as I always do. I had these things in, these. I don't like to wear them. I like to plug my phone in, but then my plug goes dead. And my phone goes dead. I have to plug it in because I'm still talking to people. So I have to put those on and switch back and forth. Anyway, I had these on, talking to somebody on the phone, put my coffee in the microwave, turned it on, and zapped my mother bleeping brain. Literally felt the electricity go through my ear sockets, and I went, holy crap, what is that? So me and my friend Deanna are looking up online. There's actually people that say you should not use these around a microwave. They are on the same frequency. Okay, so that's exactly, that was very interesting. Helicopters overhead in Burbank. So there are helicopters out right now. We're not supposed to be out, but there's helicopters. Let's see. Let's see where these helicopters, I just got the text, helicopters. What area? Let's confirm. Oh, wait, maybe that's not Burbank. I think that's on my text. What area? Telling the YouTubers. Okay, so what I was going to say there, I just told them, metaphysically speaking, when you're born, Protestant, Anglican, Catholic, Jewish, whatever, okay, Buddhist, Scientologist, I don't really know about that religion. I don't even know that that is a religion, we'll just say. So when that happens and we're born into regular, quote, traditional religious families, we're not taught that the astral level exists. We are not taught that you can actually conjure stuff up. We are not taught that you can harness energy like vampires off of other human beings. We are not taught those things. Now, if you happen to be in the psychic community, you know that to be true. The Catholics know about demonic possession because they have Linda Blair with her head spinning. What is that? The Exorcist, okay? So they actually allocate money for exorcism because they know it is actually true. It may not be the way that's a horrific, that's like a brutal kind of a, exorcism or whatever you want to call it. But there are demonic energies that will come in, or spirit energies that don't belong in a human host. We are a human host. We are like the elephants and rhinoceroses in the mud puddles where those little things go under their ears and live and catch rides all over the jungle. You know those little things, those little birds, and they're sitting on their back and they're trying to always swat them and they never go away like little parasites. We're talking about that, but here's what they never talk about. So it's a vampirism of the human being's life force. This is actually what we're talking about. So it's vampiring a human being's energy, attaching oneself energetically. Now, what do they look for in order to do that? They look for a certain amount of psychic strength on a soul that's come in. And they also look for an attribute that is marketable because this planet is all about money. Okay, Syracuse. The helicopters are in Syracuse. And 2 out of Burbank. There we go. 2 out of Burbank and 1 in Syracuse. That's coming from the girls on my chat list because we have it. We have a chat list going on so that I don't miss stuff like that. Yeah. So anyway, so Syracuse, New York, and Burbank. But what happens is they vampire our energy because human beings are the ones with creative, intuitive ability. We are the ones that come to the planet with that. That is our gift. Some of us sing, some of us dance, some of us have tremendous brains, some of us have, beautiful breeding capabilities. Some of us have a way to align energetically and make money. So what happens is these vampires, we're going to call them, in a human host body. They're not of a human soul, but they're in a human host body. Those people walk around and look like humans, but they attach themselves to human beings with a strong, energetic life force, and then a skill, let's say like a Kobe Bryant, a skill, and then there's some kind, do you see that fly flying around? Where the hell did that fly? Wherever it came from. I opened the door for 2 seconds and they're in. Yeah, okay, sure. Little nosy Parkers. Anyway, what happens is the human body, our body, and their body that is devoid of a soul, or it's disincarnate, it's a vehicle without a soul in it, the way that you and I have a soul. And my son used to see that when he was younger. He used to tell me that body doesn't have a soul in it. Like he could really see it. So these people, approach and they align themselves in your energy field, which can be done. They hide behind you energetically. So here I am. Somebody's hiding behind me back here. They hide, and then they use your energy to present themselves in your light because they don't have light themselves. That's metaphysically speaking. This goes on all the time. They do things to raise their vibration. They do things to control what they want. They do it from black magic, metaphysical, astral level. It goes on all the time. It goes on all the time. But they don't tell the average person that, and then they convince people that there's just a heaven and a hell and an earth somewhere in the middle, which I'm going to go in with again and say this is hell 101 over here. Not over here at my house, over here on planet Earth, because they're trying to kill us, right? So that's what happens. And so most people grow up believing that you die and you just go there. But that's not what happens. There's many different levels, there's many different places, and there's many different energies. What is closest to the Earth's atmosphere is the astral level. The astral level is where all this shit goes down because your timing speeds up because you're not in the physical. If you can get out of your physical body, which is astral projection, and you can, and get out of there and get on the other side, you can actually do a bunch of stuff over here, okay? You could do and control and manifest things that people here aren't aware of because there's a time lapse. It's going dimensionally and sideways like this, like a zigzag, like that. That's why they always use the lightning bolt in all of the references, because actually to get through the energy, it's like that. It's weaved like a lightning bolt. That's what's going on. So the stuff that goes on over there, they attach themselves to people here that have some attribute that they find useful, whether it's being a breeder, whether it's being a celebrity, whether it's being whatever creative talent, doctor, lawyer, banker, and they have an established belief system, and you're not going to get where you want to go unless you subscribe to it. So it's a little bit like a cult. Once you're in the cult, we'll just put it that way, once you put on the white smock, drink the Kool-Aid, you're in the cult. Once you're in the cult, what happens is you're basically thrown outside energetically. So your soul, your physical body's here and you look like you, but not if you look in the eyes, they don't. And you look like you, and you are pushed to the side, and there is an entity, a being, an alien, a God source, I don't care what you call it, that steps in. You can never let anybody in. You can't even agree to it. It is that these people have something on an unconscious level telepathically where they're okay with what's going on, or they acquiesce to it. And then you will see when they start to remember who they were as one of God's children, they start to freak out. That's when you're going to have the Britney Spears running down the street, the Amanda Bynes running down the street. These are malfunctions of the entities that are controlling the physical, because they're not controlling their physical. They've stepped to the side over here. So it's like if I look at your body and I see you in it and then you step out of it, you can see me talking to you. You just don't have the power in how you respond because you've been vampired, or like it's vampiric. It's like a vampire. Your energy's been sucked. It's a little bit honest to God, the description of narcissists, the description of it, and what these people are one and the same. So I would almost hazard to guess that, yes, aliens look, that's what I'm saying. This body, your human body is a host. It's a shell. Things can come in and out. People don't know that, but it's true. It's very true. They can come right into your energy field without coming into your physical body. They literally can come right into your energy field without your physical body. Literally. And people think it's not true because we're not taught this. We're not taught this. We're just taught you pray, you're good, everybody's good, give them a chance. You can't set children loose on the planet like that. You can't. I believe we're in hell. I'm sorry. This is a prison planet. I feel like I've been taken over. I'm in a cage and the monkeys are ruling the planet. And that's what I feel like. I feel like there's a bunch of human-looking man monkeys ruling the planet, and I'm listening to them talk like this, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to listen to you. I've never seen such sparring for control and such distraction from what's really going on. But when I say it, people go, oh, you're just selfish, and you should do what you're told. And I don't think that way. I think everybody should question what's going on. If somebody says they don't have those ventilators, call the fucking hospital and ask them, where are your ventilators? Because you people have them. They've been manufactured. So where the hell are they? Wherever, look at Amazing Polly's video. Anyway, Amazing Polly's video says that those ventilators or CPAPs or, for sleep apnea, probably that's what that is, to see if I don't actually know if that's what that is. They have them. They were locked in a closet. Why are we playing head games? Why are we doing this? These people are supposed to run countries and we're playing head games, and we should never, ever buy anything from China again, any of us, because look what they do to their people, and apparently look what they've done to us if there is a virus. So, you've got people tattling. What has this done? We have a bunch of crybabies tattling on other people. I'm going to say this again. If anybody is sick out there, okay, if anybody is sick out there, does not mean you are getting somebody else sick, or if your family member is sick, that you are getting sick. If you are not compromised, if you are healthy, shungite is perfect. Shungite is the best freaking thing. I don't know where my shungite, I'm like looking where I put it. I don't have it out right now. I'm like, where did it go? Shungite is the best thing. If you can find online bags of shungite, Russian shungite usually, you can put it in your water. They even sell shungite shower heads because it absolutely eradicates frequencies and shit like fluoride in the water, which fluoride, as you know, was a toxic agent used in World War II by that Nazi that I won't name yet again, whose birthday's on April 20th, who looked like a fucking doofus, okay, looked like a jackass. However, he did employ the services of an astrologer to plot his strategy. Very interesting. I think that's who they blew up before he escaped. But shungite literally will block things like fluoride. Fluoride is something that was developed as a neurotoxin and then sold to the United States. Hello, for our teeth. I have so many cavities on my teeth. Yeah, I don't want to even go near that guy born on April 20th. I don't want his energy in me. Most serial killers on the planet, most people, and I consider him to be one, a dictator or whatever you want to call it, most of those people are not in their body. They are outside. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You're not going to get a hold of somebody like Hitler or somebody like whoever because they're not in their bodies. They're not there. They're not in their bodies, okay? So there's a point to the energy that you're going to pull in something. He was removed a long time ago. I mean, I don't know how that happened. I don't know if he was born into it. I don't know if he sold his soul. I don't know. I did see one really good movie about World War II, which I found was very apropos. So that, you know, the officers, whatever, they had children. So to me, your children are as valuable as my children. They're just not my children. Your children are your children and my children are my children. But these officers had their children, and one of their children, you remember the one where they're in the pajamas anyway, one of their children made friends with one of the children in the concentration camp. They found a way to sneak into play and to do that. Anyway, when they burned them all in the oven that day when they took their showers, you know, because like there were little surprises like that. It was their son that was with that kid. He'd snuck under the fence and gone in. So they burnt their own son. I found that not good for either child, but I found that very interesting because people, okay, is Texas, okay, I don't know why isn't Texas on lockdown? I don't know, why should Texas be on lockdown? I'm like, are they bad? Are they Republican? Or are they carrying guns? Do you know there's at least 4 fucking idiots that I know personally, like, that actually fucking texted me and said, I hope you're not making your statements based on being Republican. I'm like, what are you, a fascist voter telling another person by socially bullying them that they can't do? Who says shit like that? Don't say that shit to anybody. It's none of your damn business who anybody votes for. None of your business. Doesn't matter if you agree with it. No one died and left you the agreeer of everything, the right person. Nobody is right in this, in case you didn't know it. And if you're too stupid to see you're picking a side, then I don't know what to say to you because you are the dummy. Because they're just pitting one against the other. It's just a game, people. We have to actually elevate out of that take bits and pieces that are helpful to us, and it's one you got to take for yourself and your family. You can't be listening to these politicians. You can't. You can stay home and you can believe that there's a virus until there's proven it's not, or it's proven it is. You can do that. You can do the social distancing, but for God's sakes, no, I'm not. I told you, I don't vote. I don't care who knows. I just don't vote. I believe it is a game. I think it's a game. I think when people assume I'm saying something based on a side, they're ignorant. And I think they're even more ignorant when they try to convince people through their friendship bullying, assholes. I got like 4 emails. I was like, fuck you. And I mean that, really, fuck you. Because it's so wrong. Like, that's like saying, do you think I'm not going to be friends with somebody in my house or my family because they vote differently? What is wrong with you people? This is a hierarchy on our planet to extort money from the taxpayers. These people don't give a shit about you. You voting for a team is like going to a football game and thinking that you're special because your person won or they didn't win or your person's better or this. Wake up. That's stupid. They're not better. It's dumb. So that's not politics. Politics is we are hiring people to manage our planet and our city and our state, not fight like a bunch of bitches, which they are, a bunch of bitches, stupid ass people, 100 years old. Shut up. No, that's my tirade. And I'm not listening to it. Sorry, it just came out. Because I haven't had enough sugar tonight. But seriously, no, it really pissed me off because I thought, people at work, if you say your opinion and some fuckwad at your work goes, well, so-and-so doesn't think like the rest of us, so we're all like brainwashed in one direction like this. Really? You're not going to hire them because of that? What is wrong with you? Really, what is wrong with you? Isn't that what everybody on the planet who's misjudged says? Oh, why do you pick on black people? Why do you pick on Chinese people? Why do you pick on gay people, straight people, tall people, short people, old people, fat people, ugly people, pretty people? Why do you pick on them? Same reason. Don't judge. Just because you don't like it and your butt hurt, nobody gave you the command to be right. Nobody's right. Don't you people get that? You're not right. I'm not right. You're not right. It's a game. It's called politics. They might as well call it like gambling for sport with the taxpayers' money, right? CPAPs. Okay, that's it. Those machines. Yeah, I probably said some other thing. But anyway, those are the messages I get from people. And it's like, I don't even know what to say. I really don't care what you believe. I don't care what you believe. You want to be for this, against this, with this, not with this? That's your business. It truly is. You are a free, autonomous, independent person, and you can think for yourself. That's what I think. And I wish we'd all think that way. But no, there's fascists out there. There's thought police coming in. The thought police. These are the same people that want to tell you what you should accept in your house. Meanwhile, in their house, they do other shit. You know what this reminds me of? Long time ago when I hated Madonna, Keithy was like 8 months old, okay? So I was watching one of her videos, and I remember putting little Keith in front of the TV because he seemed to be mesmerized by Madonna when he was little. He was so cute, maybe like 6 months old, his little onesie. He'd just sit there while I could get the housework done, put him in his little pram thing, and he'd stare in the dancing and everything. I was like, this is good. He's not going to cry for milk or whatever. So then I watched an interview of her. Okay, this woman has made her money by selling tickets to your kids to go to concerts. Your little babies dress up like her. She's on TV. She does interviews. She does books. She does philosophy, she does exercise, she does everything. And then I listened to her in an interview and she was like, oh, I would never let my kids watch TV. I was like, you fucking bitch. Who are you? That's how you made your money. You're another one of those hypocrites. You're another one that's going to tell me how to think while you're not going to let your kid watch TV, but you want to step on TV and indoctrinate my kids. I don't think so. So that's when I didn't like it anymore. Anyway, I've ranted. Now I'm ranting every night. See what happens when I can't get out? Enough. But that's how I feel about it. But nonetheless, whatever is going on, there is an ascension going on energetically. And besides, this is like the Wild West on the planet. So who gives a shit what happens, really? It's not like we're going to stop it. So that's why we should all have fun. We should all have total fun. Nothing we do matters. You and I mean, I'm going to talk for myself. Nothing I say or do matters. Nothing. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to scream at somebody in the White House. Do they care? They're going to be like, shut up. Does anybody in Congress care? Not a flying fuck, because I don't have enough money to give them a favor to put in their pockets for them to care, which means it's a setup. So why bother? Having said that, I'm going to be joyful and happy in my life, even if the roof's falling in, there's rain coming down. I don't care. I'm really going to be happy, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to hug those people I love. I may kiss somebody. I may do other naughty things. We were having a joke about that. How do you do those things with a mask on? I'm like, why would the virus be there to begin with? I'm sorry. That's like a really fucking bad joke. But I'm going to do those things because it's enjoyable and I'm going to have fun, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to act as though I'm healthy, because I am healthy right now. Until I'm not healthy, that is what I'm going to do. I will run every morning. I will walk up and down the streets. I will hike the hills. I will go to whatever stores are open. I will order my food out. I will tip the people that work. I will pray for the people that need help. I will try to give ideas to people who need to create more businesses. I will call people like I do every day. I will drop gifts off like they drop lovely gifts off to me. I will say hi to my older friends, and I will go visit them once they're out of, problem. If they're in there, I will talk to them. I will ask them if they need anything, and I will drop it off. Like the pizza delivery guy. So don't tell me to fucking stay in. The pizza guy's out delivering. Everybody's out delivering. So why is it they can go out? Why? Because they're making money? Well, then I'm going to go get a pizza and drop it off, and I can be out too. There's tons of stuff. I will continue to say this. I'm sure there's fake people on here. I will continue. I'm sure there's a ton of people on here. What can I do about it? I can do nothing. I have no control. I have no control over anything other than how I respond. Human beings got to get used to that. You got no control. So raise your energy up. Fuck it. Do what you want to do. Raise your energy up, because you really don't have any control over what's going on in the world. This is orchestrated, people, by people that are in control. That's why every celebrity has this virus, but refuses to talk about it so they can help their fans. What kind of stubborn, stuck-up people are those that Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson will not tell us what they experienced with their virus? Speak up, people. You know what I would like? I don't have it. I would like to get a calendar, a newspaper. Do they still do that? A newspaper. I would love to see Rita and Tom together hold up a newspaper like a hostage thing. And I would like to see them say, this is how our virus affected us. We had this symptom, this symptom, this symptom, that symptom, but I don't see that, so I'm not believing it. Sorry. Why are they not tweeting? I got to look at this fool's tweets the rest of the year. Why not now? Not tweets. Instagram. I know that he did tweet, right? So I'm going to go look at his fucking tweets and see what this person said. Let's see. No chemtrails visible in about 6 days. Off and on. Don't see them. Okay, so chemtrails have stopped. Y'all know that, right? They never had it. No, I know they never had it. That's what I'm saying. The public's got to wake up. I can't stand it. It's like you have to do your own investigation. Everybody has to educate themselves. Educate yourselves. Look what they're saying in the hospital. Go drive to your hospital. Don't go in. Stay in your car with your Lysol can if you must. But look out in the parking lots of your hospitals and say, boring. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is boring. And you're boring. But nonetheless, look out in the hospitals, look around and see what's going on out there. Why don't you do that? Why don't we educate ourselves? I don't know what that is. Anyway, Rita and Tom are evil people. You do have control. Get a moderator. I'm not getting anybody over here. Hospitals are empty. I'm not getting a moderator because I have to be able to know the people who are moderating, and I'm not prepared to even focus on that right now. I don't care. The bad people can show up, the good people, who cares? It doesn't matter. They're still going to hear what I say, so that's on them, right? But anyway, educate yourselves. Educate yourselves, okay? Really educate yourself. Start looking at it. Start asking for your guides to come in and tell you what's going on. Like, what is going on? What is going on energetically? What's happening energetically? What are you feeling energetically? Do those things, okay? Actually focus on it. Take notes yourself. Today they said this. This is what I noticed. Today they said that. This is what I noticed. Now, my client in Australia did text me this morning, which was really weird, said that they're on a 5-month lockdown, or the government. Why would Tom Hanks BS? Because he's a Luciferian that belongs to the blood cult, actually, is why he would BS. An agenda, because people listen to him because he's been on TV, so we're going to listen to him. You know, we're going to listen to him because that's what they do. Oh my God, that's what I forgot. Before I get on with the rest of my night, I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget, and I just about fucking forgot. All right, so, oh my goodness. Oh, thanks. Okay. I left my keys in the front door. That's helpful. My neighbor just texted. She's like, Angie, that's how much of a hurry I was on the way in the door. I was like, oh my God, I got to pee. I got to shower. I ran in the door and I left my keys in the door. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I got to get my keys. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, sorry. Again, I'll leave the camera every night. Keys were in the front door. Yeah, they could have gone and taken a joyride in the car, right? I can't. My mind is like, but I'm so ADD. Sometimes I walk into the door because I'm trying to get to the other side of the door. This is how my energy works. I accept it. It's who I am. People made mistakes, whatever. Anyway, oh yeah, this is what I was going to show you. I wanted you guys to actually research this. So I wanted everybody to research this. It went on last year in New York City. I want to say October or November. It's called Event 201 Pandemic Planning. Google that. Watch videos on Event 201 Pandemic Planning. It was held in New York City by a bunch of authorities on crisis management, crisis projection, and they talk about this. They use the terms that are being spoken right now. 200,000 people are going to die. It was done. Educate yourself, and that's it. Do that. Educate. Like, I mean, just go look it up. But anyway, that's it. So whatever I just said it was. See, it just went out of my head. So Event 201 Pandemic Planning. Look that up just for your own amusement. Okay, but getting back to the energy on the other side, keep in mind, metaphysically speaking, when a human being is born and a soul is grounded into the physical body, the soul's energy is powerful and vibrant and alive. It is electric and alive. There are other beings that need that electricity to function. They target from birth. They figure what works. That is what's going on. There are vampires that target the energy that exists within the human being. That's what happens. That's what we have to know. But we're not educated about this. No one ever says it. People in psychic homes know it. My kids knew it on their own. I never told them, but they picked that up. Okay, they picked it. A massive depopulation. Exactly. So they attach to our energy. Now, if we have an ability to focus on something, sing, dance, bring in money, harness our energy, medical doctors, anything like this, they use that in order to attach to us. And they present themselves, think of narcissists in our society. A narcissist can only be nice for 5 minutes when they're getting energy from you. But if you don't give them energy, so you put on a blank face and you don't give them any enthusiasm, their energy drains because they're not feeding off of you. These entities are like that. That is what it is. People don't want to believe it. They want to do it. They put on a human mask and they step in. That's what they do. The narcissist puts on a mask to get you to like them so that they can use your energy, siphon it like gas. Back in the day, you guys probably don't remember that. my teenage years. Anyway, I didn't do it though. I was like, I'm not going to put my mouth around the pipe and suck gas out of a tank, but people did. Nonetheless, that's what they're doing. They're energetically taking your energy, and we don't recognize it. We are taught, since we're little to look at certain things as being, it doesn't even enter our head that there's some, let's see, narcissists don't have your health and safety. That's right. They don't, that's right. They don't give a shit about you. They just take from you. So do these entities. They take from you because they live now as a group of people. When we are distracted, human beings, when we are distracted, we are not focused on raising our vibration. The last thing anybody wants on this planet is for us to change our energy and elevate up. They want us to stay down, grounded here in the third dimension. They really do. So there's a struggle going on. There's us being pulled back and people being pushed up. People are screaming to go up and people are being pulled back. So a lot of your people in fear right now, it's natural to have fear, okay? Like if somebody jumped out of the corner, I'd be like, holy shit, you just scared the shit out of me. If someone jumps out behind a bush, I'm like, oh my God, even if it's like a raccoon or something, it scares me. I get that. However, the fear that's being put into people and the people that are buying into our narcissists love me. Well, then you're an empath. We know that. I know. I have the same problem. Anyway, a lot of empathic psychic people have the same problem. Yes, Amazing Polly. You watched the Amazing Polly video. The simulation, right? I know. What is that? My God. When you find this out, you're going to be, people should not tolerate this shit. Let me see. The simulation is still going on. Oh, I know. Hey, I drop my hands of it. I'm like, whatever, you want to believe that. But yet, we will find thousands of people that will go into a 7-Eleven and buy cigarettes, put it in their mouth, light it up, and it's got a skull and crossbones on the back, says you will die of cancer. This is a warning. You will die of cancer. Everybody and their mother will go down there and get a damn cigarette or put some shit in their lungs. What's that? But this, oh no. And you know what I don't understand? I cannot for the life of me understand, where have all the troublemakers gone? The gangbangers, ISIS, where are all these people right now? They're listening and staying in because of a virus? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I just don't. That doesn't make any sense to me. These people shoot each other, behead people, and do all kinds of shit. They're staying in the house right now? Okay. If it was that easy, we should have done this a long time ago and they wouldn't have been doing stuff all over the country. Whatever. But the energy of the human being, they cannot duplicate God's children. That's actually what the issue is. They cannot duplicate our energies. If you cannot duplicate our energy, they have to step behind us within our energy field to present themselves so that you will trust them and listen to them. Don't think for yourself. Just think for yourself. Look at a person. This is what I've been fooled many a time. I have been fooled so many a time. You have no idea. I will immediately, feel this, feel that, feel all kinds of stuff. And then I will see later on, I'll be like, what was I thinking? After I've been just basically blown up, so to speak. But it's okay. It's okay to be empathic. It's okay to love with your heart. It's okay to do all of that. But look in their eyes and see if what they're saying makes sense. Because I can assure you this is just common energetic information. If you are confused repeatedly by what people say, they are not telling you the truth. The truth stands on its own, period. The truth doesn't change. The truth doesn't switch. The truth speaks for itself. So if you are confused about what you are hearing, learning, seeing, again, I suggest turn the damn TV off, but for 5 minutes if you must, but don't watch that shit all day. It's just designed to make you fear. Like, I'm surprised we don't all have indigestion. But if you do not trust and cannot feel and are confused, it's not truthful. I mean, you know the truth. You know when someone's telling you the truth. You may not want to accept it, but you know it. So that's what I would say. My throat is now getting dry. Mm. Mm. Where is Manson now? Well, I'm hoping the fucker's dead. I don't really know. Okay, so we're going to do pick a card because I just bored the shit out of everybody. But that's what came out tonight, so I can only be me. I can't really be anybody else but me. Right? Right. You know what? I'm going to leave the camera again. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to pick pile number 1. Just pick a number. Pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. And I'm going to pull the cards in 1 second. I'm just going to get my water right over here right now. And now I'm back with my agua. This doesn't have the lemon in it. Sometimes that makes me dry. All right, we are looking. People are texting me all their stuff about what's going on. Okay. Now, all right. So let's do, I was going to show you this deck. This was the deck I was talking about that I was telling you that is as old as me. It is an old deck. And it's in French. It's the Grimod deck. So it's astrology, palmistry, and numerology. And I love this deck. Part of it's in English, part of it's in French because I lost some and I had to get another one. So I'm going to pull some cards from there. I just felt the ground shaking. It's the ground shaking, so I suspect they're doing something again. I literally can feel the ground shaking. I feel like some of us are going up and some of us are staying back. So that's what I'm going to say. You can make it through it though. Whatever is going on, how do you see a dead relative? You ask them to show themselves, but you may see them in the context. Okay, before we do this, you may see, if you want to speak to your people that have crossed over, the best way to do it before you go to bed is to ask them to show themselves. Remember, it takes the energy, a person who's a medium, for them to connect with the energy on the other side, they have to elevate their pray and meditation too. Absolutely. They have to elevate their energy upwards, and the person who's passed over has to bring it down. So it has to meet. So it's a little bit of an athletic thing for a medium. And most times I find if you ask before you go to bed, they'll come to you in dream state. Because when you are dreaming, you are in a very safe and lucid spot where you're not blocking it or fighting it. And it's very easy for them to access your energy. So I would say start with that. All right. So now we're going to pick pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. And we're going to use my French cards, even though I can't read them. But I like looking at the pictures. Okay. So pile number 1, pile number 2. And I'm going to pull 4 different ones, pile number 3. So the first deck we picked is my palmistry, astrology, numerology deck. This one, really hard to get, out of print. Love it. Okay, then I'm going to use my spirit guide oracle, which looks like this. Wait, let me do the back. Whatever. These are them. See the back and the front like this. So I'm going to pick from each of your spirit guides. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, pile number 1, pile number 2. I feel like I'm opening a door number 3. Okay, then I've got to use my Zen deck again because you know how much we love that deck, right? We just love it. So we're going to use the Zen deck. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, okay, and then my favorite little deck tonight, Robert Hansen, because it's little and it's got blue. Blue makes me happy. Basically, blue makes me happy. That is why I wear blue under everything. Okay, so pile number 1. Let's go for it. Pile number 1. Let's see what cards you picked to see what we're talking about tonight. Don't have a clue, just literally pulled them. Okay. Now that's very interesting, very interesting, very interesting, and very interesting. Okay, so the card that you got, look, it's showing you numerology-wise, and it's showing you also in the hands, and it's showing you astrologically. You got the Jupiter card, you got justice, and you got luck. Now that's interesting because pile number 1 has been waiting for something to reset itself and rebalance itself. looking to see something make its conclusion. Let's make a deal. That's what I was trying to think of in my head. Pile number one's been waiting for something to manifest, to conclude in order to rebalance. Okay, so if you're in pile number one, this sounds a little bit like you may have had a contractual thing, a legal thing, something along those lines that you needed to put back into order or to have it turn around and be in order for you. So that is very, very interesting. Now, look what it's in connection with. 10 of Pentacles. So to me, this is definitely based on a money circumstance. So don't be surprised if between now and the early part of December next year, so that's almost a whole year away, that you don't have to lay the foundation for this financial restructuring in your life. But it's interesting because it's been postponed right now. Now, of course, it's been postponed because we're in the middle of hell. This is hell. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. So the message, and I'm going to go on at psychic in a second. The message with this, according to the cards, is that you need to find fulfillment in your own life, your own kind of pleasures, the things that you like to do. So pile number one, here's what I get straight off the top of my head with you guys. There is a focus on restructuring something that you had agreed to do. This means that you had tried to sign some kind of a contract for a work, for a situation, a circumstance. It didn't work out the way that you thought. You maybe are contractually bound on some level. This is telling you there's a postponement in how you get out of this and how you move through this, but it is going to switch up and move around, all right? So that's the first thing for pile number one. So pile number one, you need to actually focus on things you like to distract you, okay? So that you are distracted from what's going on at the moment, because you're going to have too much worry about trying to turn this into the correct action. So there's definitely that going on. I'm going to pick another Zen card for you guys to see where that's happening. Aha. So recognize, now this is taking you, this is possibilities. Recognize that this is taking you out of your normal structure of thought and moving you into experiencing things a little bit outside of the box. So for you to continue to try to get blood from a stone, so to speak, you're going to need to step to the side and to look at things a little bit differently in order to harness that energy to rebalance and therefore achieve justice. This is what I'm seeing. So I am definitely feeling like that's actually what's going to be happening. So there's a rethinking of the process that's coming into your space so that you can choose to see some of the aspects that you need to see in order to move yourself forward. Now, you're going to find these things out by distracting yourself through things that you enjoy doing. And these are simple things, not huge things, not, big bad things, just little things. Like if you want to repaint your nails, repaint your nails. If you want to fix your bedroom up a different way, knock a hole in the wall, put a picture up, cover the hole, whatever it is you want to do. This is exactly what is going on. So this is something that's actually going to be quite interesting for you. I feel like this will be rectified. And I want to pull another timing card there with you. I feel literally between now and December, but let me look at this. Okay, so this is, of course I can't read it. That's right. It's the Jack of Spades. Very interesting. Definitely connected to money. Definitely connected. It's in French. It's one of the French ones. I should know French, I'm Canadian. But anyway, it's the Jack of, I'm sorry, why did I say Spades? Jack of Diamonds, okay? I feel with you guys, though, this is to do with a contract, and that just confirms it. I also feel when I look around at pile number one, they need to go back to the drawing board. I am seeing that some of you are writers at the moment, or you have written something up. This needs to go back to the drawing board and it needs to be rewritten. So you need to rebrand yourself through your words is what I'm picking up in order to rebalance. But it's also contractual, and maybe in the way that you speak or the way that you represent yourself, it will switch the way that this contract manifests and actually make sense and then be able to be agreeable to you. It's not agreeable right now, and that's what I'm seeing in for pile number one. I am going to pull, just because I know now that everybody who emailed me last night likes relationship stuff. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk just two quick cards from my favorite deck, the Naked deck. Let's see the sexual magic cards. Okay, so 2 quick cards. All right, so we have the Lovers and we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so we got a jealous lover here. Somebody be spying on your ass. Because look at the card, literally. Look at this. This is 5 of Wands, but look at the information coming. Somebody is stepping out on somebody. Who the hell is stepping out on somebody? Y'all watching here. I'm kidding. But somebody's stepping out on somebody. And look at this. We have the Lovers. So it's a choice between 2. Now, in this particular card, it's 2 women and the man. It's always how they draw the cards. It could be 1 woman and 2 men. Did you ever think of that one? Anyway, it's a choice between 2. So keep this in mind. This is a choice between 2. So there is information coming your way because look, somebody is watching you. Somebody says not anymore. Somebody pick their choice, but there's a choice. Now, here's what's happened. This is what I would say in that. This is what's coming to mind. Let's see if there's any more helicopters out in the neighborhood. I just saw that text pop up. Okay. My sweet little Aries friend just popped up. Yes, I'm just answering yes to that. All right, getting a shooting pain through my right ear. So this to me is some kind of energy waves going through the air. But what happens when we have these 2 cards like this? Okay, right off the bat, what I want to tell you guys, I know most of us, when in a competition for a lover, our ego gets affected. You want to be the prettiest. You want to be the most manly. You want to be the most female. You want to be the most whatever it is. And you want them to love you. But I'm going to suggest that to pile number 1 that this applies to, okay? So pile number 1 that this applies to, whoever it applies to, I want you to step back, even if it's your husband and you think they're out cheating, even if it's your wife, even if it's your girlfriend, whoever, I want you to step back. Osho Zen, that's it. Thank you for reminding me. I want you guys to step back and say, what is right for me will come to me. And then I want you to step back. If it's your husband and you do what you do with him anyway, keep doing it. Don't worry. Live and do what you choose to do, not as a reflection of how to get them. So live and choose what you choose to do, but not because you want them to like you. You do what you need to do for you that makes you happy. And if they can be on board with it, good. And if not, not. But that's what these 2 cards are. And if you look at them, it's so interesting too, because out here, it's like somebody literally has followed them. Can you see that? It's so interesting. I love these cards because, I mean, this looks like a lot of fun, quite frankly. You know, I'm just saying. But it's showing you that somebody can see what's going on. You may be the person that's seeing what's going on. So step back and let what's right for you come to you. Don't beg them to like you. So many of us do that. We beg them to like us. And if they're not going to like you, they're not going to like you. I mean, whatever. Something else will come along. Open the door. Open the door. Just open the door and see what comes in. Be flexible. Maybe you love somebody and you may love them, but maybe there's somebody better for you, somebody that is more reciprocal with their energy. And if you want that to happen and you happen to be, I know whoever that is a little heckler. I'm being heckled. It's okay. Remember that. We don't care. But the mantra you might want to use with that is, I am in a loving, sexual, reciprocal relationship now. Because that means it's balanced. So try that one. I am in a loving, sexual, reciprocal relationship now. That's for pile number 1. So that's good. Okay. Pile number 2. Let's see. Okay, well, now this is very interesting because this is, I hope it's not another relationship one. This is a moon card, indecision. Okay, this is being indecisive about something that's going on. I've got to pull some more cards. In fact, you've been so indecisive, pile number 2, that you have asked for guidance from your guides. So that's very interesting. And okay, here we come. Information coming. This is definitely about somebody in the family. I feel like this is a person in the family. This is a King of Wands. So this is a fire sign. Now this is you deciding to take the reins in a situation. My God, we got relationship questions tonight. This is kind of what I see. So what I feel is going on with pile number 2. I feel like the people here that picked pile number 2 actually are having to take more responsibility in their day-to-day life, in their day-to-day homes, take more responsibility and take more strength in leading their family unit forward. This is what I feel like, literally. So I feel literally like pile number 2, somebody has had either an emotional breakdown, an emotional setback, an addiction problem. It's not you who's picking pile number 2. You are the ones that are stepping up to the plate in regards to this. And you are asking for help in the situation. I'm also seeing that this could be a male relative that lives in a different area that you may have to come and take care of because they've dropped the ball, because they're getting lazy. They don't want to get off the couch. They're alcoholics. They're drug addicts. They spend all their money gambling. They forgot where their money is. They've got dementia, whatever it is. You who picked pile number 2 actually have to be the strength within your family unit right now, okay? That's what I feel. I feel like you have to do that. Now, I am going to pick another card to see the timing on it because it's quite interesting. I feel like it's a family dynamic, not necessarily sexual, but it could be. Okay. There is no agreement in your family circumstances about how to handle the situation. So you, since I'm speaking to whoever has picked pile number 2, has to be the authority in the situation and has to be the one that makes the decisions regardless of what other people are saying to you, because you are the family's authority. That's what I'm feeling. You have to make the decisions in the correct way. This is what you have to do, and this is what you will do, and this is something that is actually good for you. This is something that will help you to move forward, basically, is what I'm seeing. So I definitely feel like pile number 2 is making some decisions that they don't want to be in charge of, but this is exactly what they're doing right now. And it's very important for them to do so. So I see it like this for pile number 2. And it's going to put you out of your comfort zone because pile number 2 doesn't like to do that. They don't want to tread. And they are treading over somebody who's been considered the authority in the family, whether it be your husband, your brother, your cousin, your mom, your dad, whoever it is in your family. You've been asked to step in and take responsibility for the decisions made within the family unit. And that is very important. That's what's going on with pile number 2. Now I'm going to pick, of course, some sex cards because, you know, why not, right? Because that's who I am. And we're on lockdown, so why not? And let's see what we got. Okay, again, now this is interesting. This is... Okay, I want you to look at the 5 of Swords right here. I want you to look at her. It looks like it's in sexual embrace, but she is exhibiting her strength and power. So the fact that she is able to speak and think and be on her own, she is actually flexing her muscle within the context of a love relationship as well. So you may be getting flack from a partner, okay? A partner who doesn't want you to make these decisions, doesn't want you to be focused in that direction. But that is, okay, yes, Luciferians, I agree. That is what's going on right now with pile number 2. The second card in this is the Knight of Wands. So there is information, and it's interesting. It's coming to you from somebody that you love, not necessarily sexual, somebody that you do and have loved, but look, his hand covers her mouth. They don't want you speaking, pile number 2. Pile number 2 got to be a bunch of big mouths happening right now, right? Because people are trying to shut pile number 2 up. Pile number 2, you know what you need to do. You know your strengths. You know your powers. You know your abilities, and you know your skills. Pile number 2, okay? Pile number 2, you need to speak. This is about you speaking from your strength. So pile number 2, that's exactly what you need to do. It's very important for you to do so because you are the one that's going to be asked to lead your family unit, whether it be your immediate family or the family of origin where you come from. This is it. And they're not going to like you. Nobody likes a leader. Remember that. They want followers, not leaders. So when you're the boss of other people, people hate you, right? They just don't like you. It's just a thing. Dogs chase the postman because the postmen are the boss of the dogs, whatever. So, you know, it's the same thing. We tend to not like people who are bosses. Okay, pile number 3. Okay, okay, wait, my shoulder. Well, that's interesting. Everybody got a packadillo on this page, right? We all got our little perversions. Okay, my shoulder is a good part on my body now. As you age, it gets narrower and narrower and narrower. And there's like little patches of skin that you're like, I can kind of see who I was. But you change, and that's just tough shit. It happens, or you die. Okay, so pile number 3. Pile number 3, this is really interesting because this is the Mars card, and this is also a spiritual card. So this is asking you, pile number 3 in particular, pile number 3 is going through a different time of transformation, and pile number 3 is being asked to go inward, okay, to go inward and focus on oneself in order to find one's strength is pile number 3. So they are going inward and asking, they're being asked not to overtly fight, but to step back and to basically be a warrior and then to step out and fight when it's the right time. So they're being asked to hold their tongue, to hold their insight, to hold their knowledge, and then go out and fight. That's what they're being asked to do. But it's coming from intellectual. Thank you there in the blue super chat that just came. Thank you so much. Now, this is an 8 of rods, 8 of wands. So this is information coming to you over the next 2 months, which is going to be what we're talking about. So you're not to open your mouth for 2 months. The exact opposite of pile number 2. Pile number 3 is to keep their knowledge in here and to keep their plan of action up front and center without speaking it to anybody, because speaking it to anybody weakens its power. So it's very, very apropos. This kind of sounds to me like people who may be in a divorce or going through some sort of separating of some kind where they don't want their information getting out in case somebody takes that information and uses it against them or against somebody. Could be somebody in a court case, could be something very much like that. And there we go. 2 months and the change comes, okay? So you are moving yourself forward into a changing position within your own life, and that is happening. That is what's coming up, okay? So that's what's happening, but you've got to keep quiet with it. Okay, Hillary Clinton never go to jail. Is Trump a good guy? I have no idea about that. I would hope they would, but karma comes as it comes. You can't escape. You think you can escape here? You can't escape here. You'll go there, and it will come to you. Now, this is very interesting. You people, pile number 3, you people in pile number 3, the peeps of pile number 3, you have deliberately been segregating yourself from, okay, if you are in a, I have to answer that, I just saw that. If you're in an abusive relationship, you should actually find help to make a plan in order to leave. You use the word abusive. If it's abusive, nobody should be in anything abusive. Abusive is abusive. It's not a good thing. So you should actually make a plan, talk to a counselor, talk to a girlfriend, have a backup plan, save your money, and move in a different direction. Get some counseling, though, with that, because you use the word abusive. So nobody should stay with abusive to answer that question. No. Pile number 3 has been deliberately removing themselves and depriving themselves from the information that they need to move forward. So they are deliberately closing their eyes to something. Take the risk, find the information, figure the circumstances, just don't speak it for 2 months. So do it like that, okay? So pile number 3, just find the circumstances, see. Don't hide from it. Don't put your head like an ostrich. Actually see. I left an abusive relationship 2 years ago. My baby dad. You did good. It's super hard to leave circumstances that are abusive, and you are very strong people when you do so, especially young women with children. I don't even know how you do it. 90% of the population stays with somebody because they have kids. So to actually leave is amazing. I mean, that probably, looking at it from my experience in life, is probably one of the hardest things any human being has to do, especially when there's an element of abuse and there's children involved and little children. So that's amazing in and of itself. That's amazing. So you should actually commend yourself, not feel bad about it, commend yourself, because you saved yourself. We all have to save ourselves. That's the unfortunate part. Nobody really saves us. We have to take the action ourselves. Pile number 3, going back to them, has to see what is going on in order to save themselves. They don't like to do that a lot. That is what they need to do, though. Pile number 3. You got to do that shit, pile number 3. I want you to do it. Now we're going to pull another card to see what the timing of this is. Look at this pile number 3. You people are naughty tonight. Clinging to the past. So you have an idea about how things should be, which means emotionally, thank you so much for the super chat. And I didn't see the name again. Emotionally, pile number 3, you are attaching to an idea of how you feel it should be. When we attach to an idea of how we feel something should be, we are not seeing how it is. How it should be and how it is, those are two different things. They really are. So pile number 3, you have to let go of what you believed would happen, the idea of it. Okay, let me give you an example, which has nothing to do with your example, but when we have kids, we have these cute babies, and like my Chirpy and my Keithy, whose nickname is Dew. Keithy's nickname is Dew because he had a big head and it looked like a dewdrop. And Jason is Chirpy because he wouldn't stop chirping like a little bird. He just talked the whole time. Anyway, those babies, you hold them, and when you look at them, you just truly love them, and you have an idea about who they're going to be. Like, you see them and they're in their innocence, and you think that they're going to be the way you want them to be. Or you have an idea, if I take them to school and I love them and I feed them organic food, I breastfeed them, and I do all this shit for these babies, they're going to be the way I want them to be. And I'm going to have my doctor baby, or I'm going to have my lawyer baby, or my baby's going to be this way, and they're never going to do drugs because they know better, or they're not going to pick a cigarette up, or they're not going to scream and yell and do this. Not what happens. That's your concept. So pile number 3, when you pull this, clinging to the past, your concept of the past is what's keeping you stuck in the past, and you are not seeing. You have to see. That is my point there. Now I'm going to pull my naked cards, just because everybody got to have some naked cards, in my opinion. And here we go. Tulip, yeah, Tulip is hanging out with her Keithy. They're at home, and she sleeps with Keithy. Well, she sits with him, and she sleeps in his bed, and she lives in his room, and she loves her Keithy. That's what she does. Okay, so pile number 3. Now, again, look at this. Okay. Pile number 3. Ace of Cups right here. So this is about a relationship. And then the Death card, the change of that relationship. So what comes right to the top of my head, right in pile number 3, somebody has caught someone doing something that they don't want them to be doing. You don't have to leave a relationship because you catch somebody cheating. You don't have to do that. You can decide what is good for you. We all have freedom of choice, whether anybody likes our choice or not. So I have a feeling that pile number 3 has to learn how to see things differently in their relationship. Pile number 3, you have to actually allow your concept, idea, expectation to end, and then see what builds in front of you from that in order to move forward. That's what I want to say. My son became what I saw when he was 6. That's so cute. Yeah, mine became their own people, and I don't know who they are, but I like them and love them. Nothing I had expectation for them. Let's see. These times are caught. Yeah, I think they're radiating us. Part of me thinks they're frying us with, vapors like Star Trek, aliens, because I get the headaches too and my ears get red. It's really bizarre. I've just noticed, like you can see that my ears just get beet red and I'm like, what the hell? It's like so ugly and I can't hide it. I could wear a toque. I could wear a toque. A toque is a beanie in the States. A toque is in Canada. Anyway, pile number 3, you know what you have to do, right? You know what you have to do. See things in front of you as they are without judgment. People are getting burned by the 5G. I have a feeling. Why are they doing this? I can't even pick this up, what's going on. I do believe you with that. I think it's a combination of things. And I the more I think about the illness that's going around, when they tell you you lose your taste and your smell, that doesn't sound like any virus that you've ever had, does it? I mean, for a second, you may not want to eat, but something doesn't seem right. It seems like someone's doing something we don't like, but the full moon's coming, so we're going to see what that is. Let's see. We're being fried. Yeah, something. I wonder, I say get your crystals. Get shungite, get tourmaline. The tourmaline. Well, I have it. I show you guys. I can't. I like twisted my neck earlier. Anyway, get tourmaline, get obsidian, get everything you can. And I guess we either survive or we don't. I guess that's what happens. Let's see. We don't have 5G yet, but we also don't have the coronavirus. Oh, whoever you are, bingo, bingo. I know, it's just insanity. Yeah, let's see. I'm getting tons of headaches. Yeah, I'm getting headaches too. So, what I'm doing literally every day, hello, whoever said that, Perla, hello. I am bathing in salt with coconut oil. I'm still getting exercise and I'm trying to eat things to help my body. And I'm trying to get my crystals to be my friends, T-Mobile. See, I have freaking T-Mobile. I was looking for that T-Mobile bunch of bitches. I looked on their map. They got the 5G everywhere. So do you think the 5G is frying through the phone? Because I can't see. Look, when you look up here, right? When you look up here at the little thing up here, it doesn't say 5G. And when I go to my settings, it doesn't say 5G because I wanted to look at that. Oh, geez. Oh, no. You know what? Look at this. The 5G Wi-Fi says 5G. The Wi-Fi in the house says, in the studio, the house, wherever, says 5G. So somewhere has 5G. T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T. So it looks like they're all doing it. But they're not telling us that. T-Mobile and US Cellular. I know they do, but it's not saying it. I usually see like 4G or Lite or whatever. So it's really interesting. I guess we're in the midst of it and we're going to know what's going to happen. We're going to know what's going to happen. Anyway, you guys, I've got a plan for a party tomorrow, which means I've got things to do, sneaky things to do. Sneaky, sneaky things, 6 feet apart from anybody at my little party. I mean, at my dinner. 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Do you know actually how far 6 feet is? Because nobody was doing it in Costco, right? Wait, somebody said that. Yeah, nobody was doing it. So you guys do your homework. If you feel like this stuff's really going on, check it out. Actually start researching it. We all have cell phones. We all have access to everything. They can't get rid of everything. That amazing Polly's video, I've got to look it up again so that I make sure to tell you guys because she's quite Canadian and quite spot on. Okay. Where is she? Amazing Polly. Anyway, wherever she just went, I don't know where the hell that video went. Let me find it. There. It's real world or simulation. It looks like that. Amazing Polly right there. So check her video out, Amazing Polly on YouTube, because it's very interesting what she's saying. It's actually disputing what we're being told. We have no way of knowing though. We literally have no way of knowing anything that we're told on TV because we don't know. We're not there. So unless we're there, we don't know. I did finish number 3. I said number 3, you have to change and see what you see. You have to see correctly what you see. I did finish number 3. Certain phones take 5G, not all yet. That might be it. That might be why it's not showing. I have an iPhone. It's an 11 one, but who knows, right? Yeah, I don't know who Q is, but I wish I did. I mean, I don't even know. I just recently became acquainted with Q, but the concepts of Q I'm familiar with for a long time. A lot of the cult, the blood drinking cult, I'm definitely familiar with that. You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. I want to see. Okay, well, that's too bad. You're not gonna. All right, you guys, I'm going out. Peace out. If I'm not, what about the purple Tesla plates? I have no idea what the hell that means. I don't even know about that. Can you actually fight against a billionaire cult? With God, you pray. Oh my God, you reminded me. Yes, you can fight against a billionaire cult by praying. So I have to pull this up again because their names just went out of my damn head. Frank, Lisbeth, and Veronica. That's who we're praying for, I believe. Okay, really? Now my phone is literally locking me out like a bitch. There. Like a bad girl. Okay, I believe that's it. Let me... okay, let me see. Let me see. Here we are. Lisbeth, her husband that just passed away, Frank, and their daughter, Veronica. We are all, these are the three people we're going to pray for tonight in our group of prayers because of what she's going through by herself with her daughter, stuck in the middle of this chaos and losing her husband and the little girl losing her dad. So that's what we're going to do because they really need our help. And when you pray for somebody that's passed on, you pray that they feel and find the healing and the love of God. That's what you do. You pray for them to do that, and you pray for them to be able to connect with their family so that their family knows that they're okay. That's actually what I think I would want to know is I'd want to know that he was okay, and I'd want to be able to feel it. And once I felt it, I think I'd be okay with it. So that's what we're going to pray for. That's how we're going to pray. That's where we're going to move on from. We're going to allow ourselves to actually raise the vibration by praying. So we've been praying for our group of people. We pray for all of the people in our families, friends, and people that we know and love, people we meet, our grocery store people, our hairdressers, everybody. But we're going to pray for Lisbeth, Frank, her husband that passed, and their daughter, Veronica. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that so that they can actually start to heal. And I think they'll feel us. So she didn't want to give her name. I asked so I could put it out there for everybody to do that. So that's what we're going to do. I think whoever wants to. I'm going to put it that way. I'm not the boss of this. If you don't want to, please don't. But I will see you guys. I may not be here tomorrow night because I may be in a cake coma. That's my hope. That I eat so much cake that I just pass out on the couch with whipped cream everywhere, and then feeling very guilty in the morning that I have to go up and run. So I hope it's that kind of a night with a whole bunch of Italian food and garlic bread. Delicious. Anyway, if I can, I will. If I can't, it'll be the night after. So I will talk to you guys soon. And peace out, everybody. Thank you. Bye, guys.